Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. It's Monday. We need to do our market outlook video for this week of FIFA Ultimate Team, taking a look at what upcoming events in FIFA Ultimate Team could affect the market, could affect prices of certain areas of the FIFA Ultimate Team market. So today we have to talk about the end of the winter refresh promo. The icon moments are in packs for this week, the second set. That's kind of like the continuation of the refresh promo. We do have the Van Nistelrooy SBC. I think more icon SBCs are coming this week. I'll talk about that later. We have a man of the match item, the Bernardo Silva. We have a flashback. I don't know why we're not getting pictures right now. Winter refresh. So basically the winter refresh promotion is almost over. So I think it technically, the whole thing ends when these SBCs go out of packs. So once the watches go out of packs in 14 hours. No, once the watches are out of packs. Yes, once the watches are out of packs, but these SBCs are here for 14 hours, and I'm going to do as many of these as I can tonight to still try to pack Ronaldo. I have not gotten him yet. I've gotten Cancelo 7 times. 7 times I have gotten Cancelo, so that's ridiculous. But I'm hoping to get Ronaldo out of those. Anyways, continuing on with what I see the market doing this week, I mentioned it earlier, icon SBCs. We've already had one of them. Had the Ruud Van Nistelrooy icon moments. That's what I mean by icon SBCs too. I don't think they're going to put out any more of these regular icon SBCs in the near future. I could be wrong with that, but it's when the since these icon moments cards are in packs right now, the second set, and actually all of them are in packs because they're going to be in packs for the end through the rest of the year. These cards are kind of like the hype icons right now at the moment, so I think they would drop. If they dropped another SBC, I believe it would be an icon moment. I think we could see, honestly, maybe at least one, maybe even 2 of those this week. Obviously, it is a timed challenge. You have to have, with 30 days. We have 30 days to complete Ruud Van Nistelrooy. I don't think a lot of people are going to do this just because of its price, and it seemed like a lot of coins right away when it came out. But right now, Ruud Van Nistelrooy is sitting at 1.68 million coins on Xbox and on PS. When he first came out, high rated golds were still inflated, so that actually was costing you about 2 million coins, and I think a lot of people were not interested in that. And I still think a lot of people aren't interested because if you go take a look at this card on the market, when that SBC came out, he was selling for about 2.4 or 2.2, 2.3 million, somewhere in there. And I think right now he's right around 2 mil or under. Yeah, so I've seen this card sell for right around 2 million coins. So that SBC, although it is a little bit cheaper than what his actual card value might be, I mean, this card is still so rare. We don't know, like, the real prices for these primer icons. They're just so rare, and they're so brand new to the market that we can't really get like a price adjusted for them. Obviously, you have Pelé here. Somebody packed him and listed him for max price. That's incredible. Pack a card like that. But then a lot of them you can start to see having some supply on the market, like this Cannavaro card has dropped a lot. 1.5 million coins, not selling. I saw one sell today for 1.4. So a lot of these cards have started to go down in price. If you want one for your team, I would definitely say hold out through this week until kind of the hype dies down for them and we see what other SBCs we could get. Now, that there was that post that was floating around Reddit, and I want to bring this up as well. So there were a few icons that did not get moments cards, but they still had like special images. There was a post on Reddit. I don't have it at the moment, but it had images for all icons. So not all icons were released in packs. I think there were 34 that were released in packs. So that leaves the opportunity for some of these icons that actually don't have these primer versions. We might get an SBC for them, and they might only be available through SBCs. I don't think a lot of people are talking about that, but I think that is a very good possibility. We might see a Ronaldinho 95 rated card with a dynamic image as an SBC form. So that's going to be something that's very interesting when it comes out. Obviously, we don't know when. We don't know if or when that would happen, but that would definitely cause some panic on the market, especially depending on what position that card is. That's kind of like a substitute good type of thing, as we often talk about. I don't know if one of those would come this week. I just imagine we would get an SBC for a Icon Moments card that is already out. You know, maybe like a Moments Blanc SBC, get a Defender SBC in there. I think a lot of people would be interested in this. It's a very, very good card. As a defender, a lot of people like his Prime, but with the Moments card, I think a lot of people would be interested in doing that SBC. But regardless, I think we're going to get another SBC for one of those icons this week, and for that reason, we need to take a look at high-rated golds, and I want to kind of talk to you guys about what I'm seeing with the situation there. I've mentioned this earlier this week. But the cards, they're a lot lower than they were. The 85s, the 86s, the 87s, they are a lot lower than they were. But they're still, you know, kind of on the edge for me. 87 rateds down here. I think this would be a good time to stock your clubs, I guess, because they have gotten low, because people are used to spending their coins to buying these cards and to, you know, putting them in for SBCs. I think now is a good time to go in, get an Ederson, get a Verratti, get a Perisic, try to get them at 17K or below. I think is a good value to get them at. I mean, if you look at their graphs, 17K is kind of the lowest that they go to. You see Perisic down here 19K, went all the way up to 30. Other times he was at 26, and he's at 20 most of the time. So you see when their lowest points, they're like 16 to 17K, and they go up to above 20 when there's hype. So I think we see these cards right here at around 17K. If you can get them on bid, get them on a snipe for under 17, I think it's great to pick one up to throw it in your club, and that goes for everything from 85s and up. The 84s right now, I would still like to see them drop down a little bit more. I think they're still kind of inflated. And the 83s are still up as well, but that's for the ones to watch SBC. And then these guys down here I think are good pickups on bid as well, getting some 87s for around 22, 23K if you can. The 88s try to get as close to 30K, and the 89s try to get as close to 40K as possible. Obviously bidding at late night is going to help you get a few of those. There aren't many, it doesn't seem like there's going to be many lightning rounds. There are promo packs in the store because of these icon moments. We had lightning rounds on Friday. Friday we had lightning rounds, and that really dropped the high-rated golds prices on the market. And with the icon SBC, the baby icon SBC going away, that really dropped some of that stuff to go down. But looking ahead to the rest of this week, besides an icon SBC, we're not due anything special. This is kind of like a breather week. This full week we don't really have a promo going on, so I think the content should be a little bit lighter than normal. I think we've gotten refreshes for about all of the league SBCs. Today we got a refresh for the A League. If it wants to load the player pictures right here, which it's not at the moment, but I think we got a refresh for the A League today, and we already got one for Liga NOS, so yeah, there are the pictures right there. Salvio, Herrera, Brahimi, we already knew those. I think we've gotten refreshes for all of these. Have we got one for the Japan League? We have gotten one. That's right, Barbo came out. So I think we've gotten refreshes for all of these leagues now. So that is done. Maybe the Premiership, Scottish Premiership. No, we got one of those too. I think we got all the refreshes. Yeah, we did, Boyata. So I think we've got all the refreshes there for the league SBCs. Ones to watches are going to be done. And the winter refresh promo will be on its way out. So that kind of leaves me to think that this week will just be one of those weeks on the market where we're going to see a lot of people maybe buying back teams, maybe playing the game a bit more, realizing that they need more coins, specifically because this whole promo with the icons SBCs, the baby icon SBC, and the ones to watch was a massive, massive coin suck. That's literally all that it was. People were just doing SBCs, trying to pack the icons, or trying to pack some of the ones to watch cards, and you can see people are already returning to the regular ways of the market with this Kingsley Coman card. 70,000 coins. I have like 10 of them on my transfer list for 60K or below. He was a great investment for me. Got really low in lightning rounds. So I think that's a few things that we can kind of focus on as well this week, is maybe trying to pick up some last minute investments for those icon SBCs that might be the best look that we have. 159, 158. Oh, those are tempting right there. You know what? I'm going to get them both. I've been telling myself to get them all under 160, and if I see them under 160, I'm just picking them up, because that card was 200K earlier in the week. So that'll be a flip that I try to make earlier or later this week. But I do think you're going to see a lot of stuff continue to rise on the market this week. A lot of stuff that hasn't risen before or was panic sold. use Footbin to your advantage this week to look at some team of the weeks. Thursday flipping, that's definitely part of this market outlook video, talking about Thursday flipping, kind of an overview. I think a lot of people are kind of have mentioned this, but I do think that the headliner cards are going to be good looks this week for Thursday flipping for a couple reasons. One, they are finally searchable under the special tab. You've already seen a lot of them rise up in price a ton because of this. Like this Suso card. I mean, he's gone from like 100K. He was 140, 150 this weekend basically. So he, in a week's time span, he's gone up about 40,000 coins for that card. And then, I mean, also for Thursday flipping this week, I want to talk about, you know, some possible other link investments really fast. Everybody has ones to watches in their clubs now. So let's think about it. People who did SBCs this week, if let's say you did 10 ones to watch packs untradeable, I think those are the ones that people would do, or maybe even tradable. I think a lot of people have a card like Whistle. I think a lot of people have a Goretzka. I think a lot of people have Cancelo. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people that have packed this João Cancelo card, and that's not to say that the tradable version of this card won't rebound. It definitely will. This is arguably the best right back in the game now after he got a winter upgrade to an 89 rated card, and he's a live item. But people have this card now. A lot of people have this card untradeable in their clubs, so that's one thing that I'm trying to look at this week. What links to a João Cancelo that people would use? A Chiellini Inform or a Bentancur Foot Future Stars card, or a right mid Quadrado, you know, something like that. I'm trying to look at some link investments in that area of things this week. Wow, under 400K is pretty cheap for Bentancur. Actually, I might have to add that one to the transfer targets right there and keep an eye on that price as a possible Thursday flip. But Thursday flipping should really work good this week because people are looking to buy back their teams. And I honestly saw a bit of that tonight after squad battle rewards. I bought some of these gold cards you see here, the Erikssens and the Aubameyangs. I have a few more selling on the transfer list, but I bought all of these Aubameyangs at 70K or below, and they had good chem styles on them, or they were position changes. And I knew that people kind of bought these gold cards after squad battle rewards. I'd seen it in previous weeks, and I wanted to test it out this week. It worked great. All these Erikssens I bought for below 48,000 coins, I do believe. I was getting snipes there, but a lot of this stuff does rise with squad battle rewards, and I think it's a kind of an area of trading that gets overlooked. What is Eriksson right now? Is he about 55 still? Yeah, 55, 52, 56. So it's a great way of trading. Another little thing that we can do during the week or during the weekend heading into the next week, where we can pick up some cards right before rewards and snipe them during, and then some people, they kind of increase, you know, 5 to 10%, most of them 10% after rewards, because obviously 5% tax, you need it to go up more than 5% to make your money's worth. And there were other cards that I saw this week, so that might be something I have to add into my arsenal of trading and talk about a little bit this next upcoming week. But in total, this next week does just kind of look like a chill week on the market. Icon SBC is probable, maybe a flashback. The Player of the Month talk is going to start creeping back into the scene again, as it is the end of the month. We have midweek games this week in the Premier League. That's one thing that we have to think about and we have to look for and to kind of factor that in. But we'll actually go take a look at the Player of the Month contenders on Footbin here for just a second. Obviously, I think it's going to be Aguero. He is leading the way. City's playing good. He's got 3 games and 6 goals. So it's probably going to be Aguero for the Premier League. And then Bundesliga I haven't looked at all, but it looks pretty interesting, honestly. It looks like it's kind of all smushed together. There's a lot of people that are vying for that top spot. So we'll have to watch that. Shouldn't be any too major, you know, implications with Player of the Month yet. We'll wait still a couple weeks before we start getting into those type of preparations for an Aguero Player of the Month, which would be a big Player of the Month, and a lot of people would do that card for sure. Because I mean, you saw how many people did Hazard. A lot of people are going to do that Aguero card. It's going to be a very, very nice Aguero Player of the Month. But we can talk about that, and I do think that we're going to see another promotion at the end of this week on Friday. Now, a lot of people think that this is going to be, we're going to have some time off here before Foot birthday. I say otherwise. I think one of the new card designs that they have added into the club, or into the database, was Carney Ball. It's a popular event in Foot Mobile. I think that will either start this coming Friday, or, you know, honestly, they could start teasing it throughout the week this week. So that's one thing I want you guys to keep your eyes open for. Watch EA's Twitter page. They've always been updating their cover photos and their profile picture for the promotions that happen in Ultimate Team. So if you see something change there, or obviously if they tweet something out, definitely watch that, because that could be something that we have to talk about later in the week that we might have to prepare for in different ways, just because of the fact it would be a new promotion. In Foot Mobile, there's basically cards released in packs. It's just kind of a new special card on the game, another, you know, pack promo from EA. So we'll talk about that more this week. I'll have a full in-depth video about that. But I think people are thinking too far ahead for Foot Birthday. We don't need to think about that yet. We have plenty of time before then. So this week should be a nice week of making some coins, making the usual flips. We shouldn't have too much content midweek. So it should be a nice week to have some fun on the game, do some trading. It should be a relaxing week. Hopefully we do have another promotion this weekend. I enjoy the promotions, even though a lot of people think it's kind of, you know, a money grab from EA, which that's up for debate. It definitely could be. But this week looks to be a good one. Icon SBC almost seems certain. If you have any questions, drop them down below. But it should be a good week on the FIFA market. I've been setting a goal for myself here at the end. I want to talk about this quickly. I've been setting a goal for myself for transfer profit that I get at least like 2 mil a week. And I think, can I look at previous weeks? You can't look at previous weeks on here, can you? No. But if I look at the monthly, I'm doing really, really good on the monthly. I'm at 8.6 million. It's been a really, really solid month. So I want to try to get that to 10 million here in the next few days. Try to get 10 million each month is kind of my goal, to keep going 10 mil a month. And we almost are at 40 million of all-time TP. So this week, maybe hit 2 mil transfer profit. Set goals for yourself in that area too. Maybe it doesn't have to be transfer profit. Maybe it's just a coin amount. Okay, I start the week with 300K. I want to end the week with 500K or 700K, you know, depending on how hard you're going to trade and the opportunities that you have before you. So if you enjoyed this video, smash a thumbs up on it. Comment down below if you have any questions about this week. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's been Nate, the Foot Accountant. Catch you guys later. Peace out.